Peace. So I follow a gentleman by the name of Nazir Ra. He's one of the YouTubers that I subscribe to, but he's really not just like a YouTuber. He is an entrepreneur. He's a spiritualist. He is an intellectual, and he really embodies, to me, qualities that I admire as far as an alpha male. He has a beautiful wife, and I believe a beautiful family. He doesn't really show his kids too much on social media, but him and his wife are always doing lives together, and it's just such a beautiful display of love. And that's how a quality man, when he puts his wife in the forefront, puts his partner in the forefront, and leads as an example to say, this is how you develop a partnership. This is how you care for one another and things like that. But he made a really great point the other day when I was listening to him, and he, it's kind of along like a lot of these things that it's great, right? We're here to be all that we can be. We're here to manifest all that we can have. But it's always a good idea to understand that, none of this stuff we take with us. And so he was comparing like this spirit, right? And he was like, it's almost like a curse. And he was using the Jeffersons as an example. And Nazir was talking about how basically the Jeffersons, they always came so close, right? So close to making it out of the hood, so close to making it to a better life. And then always something happened, like last minute something happened. And it was like, oh, Jesus, why? And it was almost like a curse. Like if everything is always like bad, then you can get kind of like used to it. But it's like if opportunities are dangled in front of you and you come close to grasping certain things, and then it's taken away from you, then it's kind of like that up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down. And that can really lead to a feeling of despondency. And that's really like a mechanism and a tool of the adversary. It's not always them wanting to kill, steal, and destroy your dreams. It's also them kind of like tantalizing you with, a taste, like a faint taste of success that you get so close to, and then they try to snatch it away. Really an attempt to try to control your emotions. And so how do you avoid that? Well, you keep it all in perspective. Everybody knows I'm a Tracy Chapman fanatic. Like I love, like Tracy's to me like one of the best singers of all time. And in her song Mountains of Things, she talks about, basically how a lot of the wealthy have obtained their wealth by exploiting people in poverty. They've kind of used poor people as their stepping stools, good people, righteous people, not just poor people, because poor doesn't mean righteous, but righteous people as their stepping stones. And in the end of the song, she makes a very like tongue-in-cheek kind of statement that says, build me a grave that's deep and wide enough for me and all my mountains of things. Like build me a grave where I can take all of the things that I've accrued, all of the things that I've collected, with me on this earth by exploiting the righteous. Give me a grave that I can take all of those things with me, all of the things that I've been clicking and ordering, and all of the, shopping sprees and the furniture and the jewelry and all of these things that you are willing to do anything for. Just make sure that your grave is big enough to fill all of those things. And it's very tongue-in-cheek, basically saying we all have a final destination, and none of these things we can take with us. So we always want to keep that in perspective. For me, of course, there are certain things that I would love. Of course, I would love to get, paid to do the things that I already love doing. But at the end of the day, my joy is in the creation. My joy is in the creativity. My joy is in the love for my passion. So regardless if, I become the next whatever superstar or not, or whatever, the cards have for me, I will still be feeling immense joy, in creating, in doing what I'm here to do. And my last point really is like, I don't take for granted the fact that I have a life that I could, things could have been very differently for me. I'm very grateful, thankful, and appreciative because I've been through my share of adversity, including, I've shared my journey in learning to walk again. And, I have a lot of stories that I could tell you about things that you would just be like, oh my God, I can't believe you've been through all that. And so I don't take it for granted that I'm here. I don't take life for granted. I don't take the ability to create in my day-to-day. I don't take that for granted. And I say that to say that, I'm very appreciative of the life that I have, and I'm very appreciative to be in favor with the Most High. And out of everything that I've been through, the gem that I feel like I've, the biggest takeaway, right? The largest takeaway. I have a lot of lessons that I've learned that I can share with people, but the largest, like the hugest takeaway is that you don't want to ever do anything to not be in the Most High's favor. And there's nothing that's more important than being in the favor of our Creator. Nothing. And so I don't do things to jeopardize that, because I understand that my life could have been very different. And I understand that He saved me and He spared me of a lot of different things, a lot of different circumstances. And that includes who I choose to associate with, the conversations that I choose to engage in as well. If someone is antagonizing you, provoking you, inviting you to show up for a fight that you don't really want to fight, that's up to you. You don't have to show up for that fight. And if you know that certain people kind of get off on like gossip, like our Creator hates gossipers, our Creator hates liars, our Creator hates hypocrites. Like there are certain qualities that he hates liars, like he hates people who talk. He says that gossiping is equivalent to eating the flesh of your dead brother. It's that bad. And so I don't take it for granted. Like, I don't think that I got like a paradise card, you know what I'm saying? And even if you don't believe in heaven and hell, let's say you're a spiritual person and you believe that heaven and hell is not a physical place, but it's actually a state of mind. Well, let's go with that. Your actions are what contribute to your hellish or divine state of mind. So if you are, let's just say karma, plain and simple, if you are spreading rumors about somebody or saying things about somebody that's not true, of course there's no such thing as escaping the law of cause and effect. Of course that's going to ricochet, boomerang, come right back to you. So is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're not a believer, even if you don't believe like in heaven and hell and physical places, like just the action of what you do comes back to you. And I don't take this for granted, because I'm not the woman that I always was, you know? So there's no company that is worth to me jeopardizing my integrity, my soul, my peace, and the favor that I have with my Creator. And often, you know, it may just seem like it's friends, it may seem like it's family that's kind of pulling you into a conversation that's going to invite you to, you know, we could say sin, we could say like dive into your lower nature, whatever you want to describe it as. But, you know, it's really up to you to engage or to not engage. Anyways, peace.